Yo, 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 everyone. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? It's Carol. Who is asleep? Who is still awake? Who is still awake? Who is still awake? Where are the people? Well, you know me, anyways. Regardless if you're here or not, because I'm conscious that it's around 1 o'clock. Um, so I just wanted to start this new series of night chats. So that's for some of you who know me, you know that I a lot of times my nights are being spent strategizing, thinking, sometimes overthinking and stuff. So if you are on the same page when you at nights you do stuff, you just tuned in now, show yourself in the form of hearts and likes so I know who I'm talking to. And if you are going to be seeing it tomorrow morning or afternoon or in the evening, that is also fine. Anyway, so I just wanted to chat with you guys. Really, I'm feeling like I'm in a chatty mood. I've been talking to my flatmate. I had this amazing meeting earlier today with Brian Houston. Brian Houston is a friend of mine, and we are strategizing. We are talking about business and stuff. But do you know what? I'm feeling like I'm talking too much about business recently, so I just wanted to have a live chat with you. And for those who's going to be tuning in tomorrow, obviously it's not going to be live, but yeah, I just wanted to have a live chat with you. I'm calling it night chat. You know, like a Snapchat, live chat, night chat. Maybe I should create a new app. Anyways, so I realized that recently I've been talking way too much about business and about strategies and about stuff, and I just wanted to talk to you like a real talk. So my flatmate and I, we were talking about family and relationships to family, and I'm not gonna go into details because well, it's family, right? So it's a private life. But just talking about families, talking about how families and fathers in particular, you know, are having a great influence on you in your future. So it's just about role models, about feeling worthy. I was just kind of contemplating on, and I'm not criticizing anyone here, by the way. So I've been contemplating about childhood. I've been contemplating about, how I see myself being a mom in the future. How, it just kind of was really interesting conversation with my flatmate about that. But it just led me to. I feel like I want to say a lot, but I also feel like I don't want to say too much on this life as well. For some reason, it's just I just don't want to mention people who are affected by that or who can be affected by it. So, but yeah, so the general view was sometimes unconsciously we do things that we don't necessarily belong to us, but are being taken over from your mom or from your dad or from someone else in your family. And the first step is to recognize that. And I think you can do it in different ways. I personally find it very useful to talk to my friends. But one thing that we mustn't forget as coaches, for those who are life coaches and mentors and stuff, that sometimes this is not enough. Sometimes you need to reach out to specialists. You need to have your own coach. You need to have your own mentor. You need to have your own counselor, and there's nothing wrong about that. So I just wanted to remind you about it. And as that's the first step. You recognize what's going on, and the second step is to somehow vent it out. So yeah, I just had that kind of moment of epiphany. As I said, it's all about this, putting the oxygen mask on you first before helping someone else. And I will be really honest with you. So for the past 4 years and a half, wow, 4 years and a half, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. It's been ups and downs, and I don't fully necessarily gave myself permission to rest or to process some stuff or to grieve. You can grieve from different situations, but it's not necessarily grief like in a sense of grief. But I did not give myself a time to process, to grieve, to be with myself, to to feel myself, right? And even though I had a lot of time to contemplate, but it's just like I have the tendency to, not tendency, I just love people. I just love to be around people. And when you're around people, and when there's, when there are crowds and there are lots of friends and there are lots of things happening, it can happen that you might forget about yourself. So I think I forgot about myself sometimes, and I'm coming to this realization just now after the conversation that I had today, which is really interesting. 4.5, almost 5 years. The whole life changed. I changed everything about my life around 5 years ago. And since that time, I have not given myself a break. I have not given myself a moment for reflection, like a real reflection, like allow myself with being reflective, being in this emotional mode, being in this vulnerable mode, letting go of some things, not allowing other people to know about it, and stuff. So yeah, so it's just really, really strong. And I'm thinking, what, guys, for those who are strong just like me, it's fine. It can last for I can vent out, I cannot vent out, I can speak about it, I cannot speak about it. As you can see, it can last 5 years, even more. If I need to. But for people, I just had this thought. But for people, guys, for people who are not necessarily knowing what we know, not necessarily knowing what I know, not necessarily who have been on the path of self-development and self-perfection, in some way, who has not been in that path. What about them? What about them? Whoever is listening to me, and you have you have a job, or you are creating your own profession, you are following the dream of helping people, I just want to salute you, because we are needed, we are necessary. And as I just said at the beginning of this live, too many times I'm talking about business, even though it is business, even though we all want to strategize. It's just the vortex. It's just the moment of life where I encounter a lot of people in business. But I always keep in mind how important it is to do what I do, to help people, to support them, to be there, this sounding board, to be there through the challenges and through changes, and to be there for them, to listen to their stories, and to listen to their victories, to listen to their ups and downs, to discover the things that I have discovered about myself some time ago when I arrived to the UK. So how important it is. I feel privileged, I feel honored that I can work with people, I can help people, and I can impact people's life. I feel honored. I feel privileged to receive messages, to receive private messages, to receive phone calls, people talking to me recognizing me on the street, saying how important one of the video that I made was for them. I feel privileged because what I'm saying here is just me. And although I don't necessarily put too much effort into it to explain things, it's just because I'm just sharing the knowledge that I had, that I required over years, that I required because of my curiosity, thanks to my curiosity, thanks to my zest for knowledge and for growth. I acquired so much knowledge, and I acquired so many other techniques. And sometimes we might think, guys, if you think that you know it and this is a norm, not everyone knows what you know, and you need to be privileged to share that information. You need to feel honored to be able to be in this age, being in that century where we are so mobile that we can share and we can help each other, and we can support each other regardless. If we not necessarily have to be in face to face, but it can be just like me. I have people who are not even in the UK. So there you go. Take care of yourself. Take care of your being. Take care of your state, of your emotional state. There's nothing wrong with feeling like you are wrong. There is nothing wrong with you admitting that you are grieving. There's nothing wrong with you admitting that that you are sad, or you are happy, or that you are feeling lost, or that you need help, or I don't know, that you are happy, that you want to celebrate something. There's nothing wrong with you exercising success sharing with other people. There's nothing wrong with you, feeling down or feeling bad or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you will share it, as long as you will express it, because this is why we have, as human beings, the language. We have body language, we have our language, sound language, right? This is why it has been created, to communicate. So please use it to your advantage and communicate as much as possible. Either this is relationship, either this is family situation, or business situation, doesn't really matter. Use that to your advantage, that you has been given that gift of communication. Communicate with one another. Say what you have on your mind. Say what is laying on your heart. Admit stuff that you are afraid of admit stuff that you would like to write down for yourself and you would not like anyone else to see. Speak to people, because sometimes what you might say to someone can help someone else, and solution might be very close. And sometimes just saying it out loud helps. Sometimes it's saying it out loud does the job. So there you go, that's my rant. Late night talk. I hope that you liked it. I know that there's one or two people watching me. I'm not really sure who it was, but if you're gonna watch it on a replay, I want you to, oh hi, someone liked it. Who is that? Sorry, I missed you. I didn't see who it was. So if you're gonna watch it on replay tomorrow or over the period of next few days, share your stories. Share what you think about it. What do you think about communication? What do you think about, were you strong enough recently or in the past years to communicate so openly that you vented out all your emotions and you allowed yourself to grieve and you allowed yourself to let go of always being right or always being on point or always being the one who supports everyone else or something like this. Do you know what I mean? Because this is how I'm right now thinking about myself. I've always been there for everyone, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I'm saying it that I will always be there for everyone that needs me, because that's my passion and that's my talent. And I do love sharing stuff and I do love helping people. Now, but it has been already 5 years, peeps. And I did not allow myself a moment for grief. I was always running. I was always running for something, trying to achieve something, trying to, to be, oh, hi, who is that? Victoria Walker. Victoria, you always watch me. What's going on, girl? What's going on? So yeah, have you allowed yourself to grieve? Have you allowed yourself to be vulnerable? Have you allowed yourself to let go and allowed yourself to just be? You see, I have not allowed that to myself for the past 5 years. Running, always running after something, always running to better my life, always running to have the stability, always running to have the next step. What is the next? What is the next? What is the Who else is there to help? It's very easy to forget about yourself. And this is my pledge for you. This is my reminder to you. Please remember yourself. Because not everyone can be that strong. Not everyone can sustain 5 years. Just because I'm saying 5 years, it's just not even I don't know, a timeline. But not everyone can sustain that a long period of time. If you are going through a situation in your life that is particularly challenging to you emotionally, there is lack of stability, something just shaking your ground, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel that feelings, allow yourself to speak to people, allow yourself to speak to specialists, allow yourself to speak to a life coach, to counselor, to mentor, to your best friend, to your mom, to your dad, to your brother, to whoever you have right now in front of you. You allow yourself to do that because this is your duty as a human being who has been given language and has been given body language and has been given the actual language to communicate. That is why it has been created. So if you feel like you have a pain in your chest, this is you, guys. This is you. This is your body. This is, we are biological human beings, but we have been created. Everything what we have is created for a reason. So if you feel pain, if you feel warmth in here and you feel actual pain and like a burn feeling here in your heart or in your belly, you should notice that and acknowledge that. This is a sign. There's a biological sign saying to you, there's something going on. Oi, hello, there's something going on. Don't neglect me. There is something going on. This is like a reflex mechanism, like a prevention mechanism, let's say in this way. It's the same as when you get scared, you get paralyzed. There are the situations when you get sad, you cry. This is all mechanisms to vent. So you have that in you naturally, and this is the biggest disaster in our society: the lack of communication and being always on isolated, being always alone, being always wanting to do things by yourself, wanting to be independent. All this Miss Independent. Do you remember Neo? This song is in my mind. Oh my god, I love Neo. Who loves Neo? Heads up. Who loves the Miss Independent song? I love it. I'm actually gonna play it now. So yeah, there you go, peeps. That's my rant. I hope you liked it. Night chat, morning chat, afternoon chat, whatever. I hope it was useful. Please give me feedback so I know what do you guys think about this kind of chats. Please give me feedback. What do you think about what I said? Please give me feedback about what I deliver. Is this useful? Would you like to see more of some things? Because I feel like I'm just being random, and I want to be very specific to your needs. Share with me, talk to me, communicate. For Elliot Kay, all 7 C's are here: collaboration, communication, consistency. For all the people who were to Power to Succeed, you will know what I'm talking about. And speaking of Elliot Kate, congratulations! There is another C to the collection of C's. Congratulations for a beautiful baby girl. Amazing news. We have a small Power to Succeeders growing in the family. Big hugs. Keep on shining, people. Keep on pressing. Stay blessed. Be humble. Communicate. Let yourself be. Let yourself to feel. Let yourself be on point with your feelings. Let it. It's not only about it's not only here, it's also here. You know, if you need to cry, cry. If you need to smile, smile. If you need to talk, talk. Communicate. Stay blessed. Keep on shining. I love you. I speak to you later. Bye.